Hey everyone! In today's video I decided to experiment with 18th century styled hair, and this was inspired by the character Max from the pirate series Black Sails. I started this by using a tapered 1-inch curling iron all over my hair, and I did this off screen. I've also got a middle parting, and I'm going to begin by making a thin horizontal section along the right side of my head. If you look closely, you may see that I've tried to put this line on a slight slant. It's a little more narrow at the top of my head and gets wider towards my ear. Now right behind it I've made another small panel of hair, and for the moment I'm going to clip back everything behind this. It's with this piece in between that I'll make my first half of the braided headband. I'm going to work from my ear up to the center parting, and this is a French lace braid technique. As always, I'll link my braid dictionary in the underbar should you like a longer explanation, but in short, this is a braid during which you only add hair into one side of the braid. In this version, that's going to be the strand closest to my face. I'll admit these smaller braids are sometimes tedious and hard to hold. I find that moving at a slower pace is extra helpful, and if you've got super fine hair like me, you can use a lightweight gel or pomade to coat your strands and your fingertips. This will definitely improve your grip. And just to save some time, I'm going to fast forward here, but you'll need to repeat these first few steps on the other side of your head as well. Once both braids are done, you'll notice that they crisscross over each other pretty naturally, and that's exactly what you want. Here I'm just sticking a pin into my headband along my temples so that it won't swing or shift out of place. But I'm leaving the ends of the braids out, and that's because I'm going to divide the loose hair at the back of my head into two so that I can tie them together underneath. This of course lends to the illusion that the braids are coming from the interior of the hair outwards. Again, I'm making another horizontal divide, but this time it's higher up on my head, closer to the crown. This is where I'll join the hair from the first angled panels into a small ponytail. Max tends to have a few loose tendrils along her temples, but I don't usually like anything hanging in my face, so today I'm going to forego that one detail. And as before, I use some product to smooth down my flyaways and increase pliability. At this point, there's going to be a vertical section of hair between the headband and the small ponytail. It's with this that I'll create the bump over my crown, and to do this I'm going to employ a gentle tease. Obviously this is an optional step and you can skip over it, but if you'd like to try this method, I'll have my backcombing 101 video linked in the description. In addition to the lightweight gel, I had some hairspray too, along with an assortment of open and closed pins. I usually give the bump a small twist at the base before sticking the bobbies upwards and against the direction in which the hair falls. The rest of this is basically freestyling. I decided that I wanted the whole thing to settle over my left shoulder, so that's where I began. I smoothed out some hair from my neck and pinned it level to the bump. The section of hair on the right was wider, and that's what really helped in directing this over to my preferred side. And to exaggerate the asymmetrical angle even further, I used a third piece from the center of my loose hair and arched and draped it towards the left. I ended up using the tails of these pin sections to form the coiled swirl. I simply followed the bends in the curls I had made with the iron to form this shape. It's possible that your version may end up looking different from mine, and that's okay. This is exactly the point during which you can be creative with your own style. My only suggestion would probably be to pursue the natural curves in your hair and just let them take you where they will. It's always been my opinion that it's best to work with what you've got and not against it. And with that last pin, I was finished. I hope you all enjoyed this somewhat dressy hairstyle today, and if you did, throw me a thumbs up, and if you have any other thoughts or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, have fun and keep braiding. Bye!